What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. So excited about this video. If you're new to us
and we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell,
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, alright? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's get it.
You'd have to pay several thousands of euros per year. So each year, every fresh high school graduate would spend the majority of their last semester and summer vacation at home, becoming one with the chair, as they'd spend hundreds of hours studying bullshit like combinatronics.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way to not do your work last minute.
Exactly.
Do it ahead of time. Just for
all,
information.
Right. All the people that was in that first video we watched about the schools, these the same people that wait till the last semester to do the work?
Probably so. Most likely.
Goddamn differential equations and or stupid ass bio and inorganic chemistry, while watching all of their peers go and enjoy their life while you'd be stuck looking at these godforsaken equations. And after months of restless studying, you'd finally go and take the most important exam of your life, only to barely be under the passing line because the entirety of the country is also broke, and their only chance to work a job that's not the local gas station is to be on the very top of the entrance exam result list as well. So then, you'd be forced to either go and take a different entrance exam for a less popular major you don't want to study, or spend a year prepping for next year's entrance exam. Even if you pass with the score at the very top, you're still not safe. To keep your sweet government-subsidized education, throughout your enrollment at university, you must continue having a GPA in the top percentile. Otherwise, you'll have to pay for your tuition if you drop below the GPA minimum by the end of the year. Nevertheless, somehow you'd make it to uni with blood, sweat, and tears. And usually you'd move away from your parents into either the capital of your country or the second largest city with an inferiority complex that thinks it's better than the capital. But it really isn't. But instead of moving to a new cozy apartment like you've seen in all those Hollywood movies, instead your new home will be a decrepit 15-meter square concrete box in the far reaches of your city, built in a commie block that hasn't been renovated since 1954.
Wow.
And it already has pre-existing roommates. But don't worry, they're chill. And with a little bit of patience, you will have learned how to make them steal you a beer from the neighbor. For the next 5 to 6 years, you will call this place your home, and you will sustain yourself off of nothing but Malaysian ramen noodles, whatever the bakery downstairs has on sale, which is usually 2-day-old bread and a half-eaten student sandwich, and the frozen food your parents send you in Tupperware containers that has been in the back of the freezer for longer than you have been walking this earth every other weekend. However, when you're not at home teaching cockroaches tricks, you will be in class. And let me tell you, it's one of the worst things on earth. Unlike universities in the West, who personify progress and scientific advancement, Balkan universities embody the polar opposite. The classes are usually taught by professors whose date of birth was sometime in the Mesozoic, and their mindset is still with Comrade Tito, even though Tito has been long digested by the worms 6 feet in the ground. As such, their teaching methods are also from a bygone era where Levi's jeans meant your parents were filthy rich, and not that your mom had the rest of the day off and decided to spend it at H&M. So a lot of the time the curriculum would be practically unchanged since the 70s. What's even worse was the main way you'd study was basically memorizing every single word from either your textbook that's seen better days or the words from your teacher's mouth, and then regurgitating that back to your fossil of a professor, just as he had to do to his own professor back in the Jurassic.
Oh no, y'all. This not sounding fun. College was fun for me.
It sounds stressful, man.
It was hard, but it was fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's a learning thing, you know what I'm saying? You can pick up a few tools, meet some new people, but the process of all of this just sounds a lot of, like you can't miss nothing wrong, you know what I'm saying?
Nothing.
Can't miss it.
Of course, if you deviated by just one single word, or God forbid used critical thinking and voiced the material in your own words, you'd fail because alongside lust, gluttony, and greed, phrasing things yourself during an oral exam is a cardinal sin when it comes to Balkan academia. Sometimes, even if you'd memorize the entire book and regurgitate the slop your professor wanted to hear, he'd still fail you. Because for some reasons, professors in the Balkan think it's a flex to have a...
I was thinking about it to a point where it's like, if we have to write a story, even if I explain it in a certain type of way, the teacher probably wanted it to be written a certain type of way.
Yeah,
that part, you know?
Yeah, but in our own words, you know, you gotta add your voice to what you're writing.
Exactly, but
they want the answer how it was in the book.
To the
That's
T.
what it sounds like.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't miss a period or apostrophe.
A high number of failing students in their class. One time in my statistics class, the professor was telling us a story about how she had several of her colleagues go and teach in the US. The Serbian professor then bragged how they're such tough professors because very few people pass their classes. And contrary to the praise and adoration they expected from their American colleagues, they were just dumbfounded and criticized them instead for being bad professors. Rightfully so, if you ask me. And when I tell you they will fail you for no reason just to pump their egos, I'm not exaggerating to be like, look how quirky the Balkans are.
Because baby,
One of my friends from
one thing I didn't play about in school was my grades.
Yeah.
I am going to go to the dean on you.
Man.
Don't play with me. Man. All this money I'm giving this school.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about that time I fell by 1 point.
Bruh.
Literally 1 point.
Listen.
I sat at the desk with this lady and I talked to her. I remember her. To this day, that's one lady name I will never forget. And I'm talking to her, I'm like, yo, you could just give me my little 1 point. I could write my name on top of a paper real quick.
Man,
Anything. And I had to repeat a grade.
Yeah,
that's terrible business, man.
Bruh, I took college even more seriously than school. Listen.
It's those who tell you no with a smile and fail you with a smile. Yeah, like literally, that's nothing. You sure you can't open up the policy book?
Prasad once spent several weeks studying for his exam. He pulled questions from a hat, which is a common way of getting questions for an oral exam, answered all of them correctly, and the professor still failed him because the questions he pulled out were too easy for him. So the least you could say was that dealing with the professors was frustrating. What sucked even more about failing an exam was that shit had consequences on your own pocket. Now, I don't know for the rest of the Balkans, but in Serbia, if you go to a public university, you have to pay an exam fee whenever you wish to take an exam. Now, this fee can range from major to major and can be smaller or larger depending on the amount of times you took the same exam. But nonetheless, you still had to pay to take the exam at a university you already paid tuition to attend. So, of course, if a professor pulled some egomaniac bullshit and failed you just because he didn't like what his bitch of a wife made him for lunch that day, you lost your money for nothing. And then you'll be forced to pay again next time you have to take the same exam. However, even as annoying classes...
that makes me go crazy.
To take an exam? What? That don't make sense.
That will make me not want to even go back.
For real?
That's crazy work, bro.
I'm paying for the class and paying to attempt to pass the class with the final exam.
And if I fail, they pocket my money and I got to do it again? Let's hope they're not money hungry that day, because we all going to fail. Come back another day.
I don't know. Let us know. Do y'all stay... Well, I know he's talking about like the financial issues and things like that. But let us know. Like, do y'all go abroad to school or do y'all stay?
Yeah. Story time.
Exams were known to be. The best part of going to classes was hanging out with people you'd meet there. I don't know what it is. Perhaps it's the shared misery or the mutual camaraderie that is garnered from failing the same classes for the billionth time this semester. But it seems that your lifelong friends are met during your university days. Now, unlike in Hollywood movies set in the sunshine-rich beaches of California, where college kids go and hang out at the mall during the day and then party like wild animals, throwing lavish frat parties during the night, in the Balkans things are much different. During the day, if you're not in class, you're probably at home studying for hours on end, single-handedly funding the lo-fi girl's existence. However, as soon as the sun goes down, you and all your study-induced zombies of friends come out of your holes in the wall and head to the dreaded student park, where you all pull as much meager cash you have left from the gibs your parents gave you when they stopped by earlier in the month to drop off your food for the month and buy 2-liter beer bottles and whatever hard liquor is the cheapest and will give you cirrhosis after 2 shots, and spend the night away drinking out in public and making a fool of yourselves. Of course, considering the huge amounts of stress everyone is going through on a daily basis as a student, all of your university friends are colleagues. However, as everyone's broke, all the students would freeload off of one guy that has a part-time job and can afford cigarettes. Also, if you're that guy, at this point in your life, there's a good chance you'll ditch the packed stuff and start rolling your own cigs because it's way cheaper and you have a flock of hungry chicks to feed. And so, for the next 4 to 8 years, or how many ever it takes you to finish your bachelor's, or your parents to get fed up with supporting a 20-something-year-old underachiever alcoholic majoring in some sort of IT or engineering, this will be your life at university in the Balkans. A truly stress-filled, miserable existence filled with state-sanctioned bullshit. But nevertheless, it was the best 4 to 8 years of your life, and you missed them dearly. Anyways, what's been your experience at any university in the Balkans? What did you major in? Did any of this relate to you or your experience? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe and like this video.
Alright, we're going to stop right there. Make sure you guys go and check his channel out. I would love to know which part of this operation are you in right now. Because I would hate to know that you have to pay for your exam, bro.
Right.
That is tough.
Is that still relevant?
That's tough.
I don't know. Do y'all have anything like a community college? Like we have, you know, our universities, which we call college. And we have our community colleges, which are like 2-year and certificate schools. So
Right.
let us know about that. Or trade schools. We have trade schools. Do y'all have something like that? The only thing that I've seen differently is paying to take an exam. And the professor being able to just fail you just because he want to fail you.
Yeah. That's actually kind of scary.
It
you know what I'm saying? Because what if the exam time is at a certain, let's say it's in a week frame, right? And if you don't have the money within that week, what happened? You just fell automatically because you couldn't pay for your exam?
Right. I don't know. But overall, I felt like it was a college experience just like we have here.
Yeah.
You know, shared misery.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. We hope you guys enjoy this video with us. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Peace.